And it's POB, then we'll be news back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to do right and wrong. What I got right and what I got wrong from my start of season predictions. So we're going to look at which teams I thought were going to be good and which teams I thought were going to be good that were bad, and which teams I thought were going to be bad and they were good, if that makes any sense. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll get notified whenever I upload a video. Link to my other channels in the description below, and let's go ahead and get into this video. So we'll start off in the AL East. And for the AL East, the team that I was wrong about was the Red Sox. Now, I did predict the Red Sox to be in 4th place. They're in 5th place right now. The Red Sox are a very bad team this year. That's not a surprise to anybody. Their hitting's been very underwhelming so far, and their pitching has not been good as expected. They don't really have a bullpen after trading Brady Workman and Heath Hembree. Their starting pitching is not good at all either. They don't have Chris Sale, Eduardo Rodriguez, who were supposed to be their 2 top pitchers. This team's just not that good. So I didn't expect them to be a 5th place team, and the team that I was right about was the Tampa Bay Rays. I predicted they would be in 1st place. That's looking good right now. The Yankees are not playing good baseball at all right now. They're playing quite bad, actually. A lot of their players are injured, like Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge. DJ LeMahieu was injured for a little bit, too. Gary Sanchez has not been good. A lot of their players have been injured or just not playing well, and that's obviously an excuse. But for the Yankees, I predicted they'd be in 2nd place. I think that's where they finish. I don't think the Blue Jays make the jump to 2nd place, but maybe they do. I don't know. AL Central. The team that I was wrong about was the Twins. The Twins have been, I would say, disappointing to start the season. I thought they were going to be a lot better. They haven't been. It's simple. They have not been as good as I expected. They are currently just not as good as I expected. I thought this team was going to be a lot better. Josh Donaldson hasn't been good. Mitch Garver hasn't been good. A lot of players just have not been good for this team. It's simple. A lot of players haven't been good for this team, and that's been a big reason for. I mean, I don't really think they're struggling, but they're just not doing as well as expected, in my opinion. And the team that I was right about was the Tigers. I don't think there was a team. Well, the White Sox too. I mean, I feel like I was right about the Royals, Tigers, and White Sox. The White Sox being that probably 2nd place team. The Royals being a 4th place team and the Tigers being a 5th place team. I feel like I got that right. And most of this division right, honestly. AL West. For this, I was super wrong about the Angels. I predicted they'd be in 1st place. I was so wrong. I thought with the new acquisition of Anthony Rendon, they would be a lot better. Shohei Ohtani pitching. I did not expect Dylan Bundy would be this good. Dylan Bundy's been good. Andrew Heaney's been decent for them. And they still have not been good, which is surprising to me. And the Angels, they have been really bad. Mike Trout's obviously been playing like an AL MVP. That's not the problem. But Joe Adele's been bad. Justin Upton's been bad. So overpaid. Andrelton Simmons has not been great either. So this is a very disappointing team overall. Now they have won 5 straight, and that is looking good for them. I think they could still finish in at least 3rd place, considering the A's and Astros have been very good. I was wrong about the A's too. Them in 4th place, I was super wrong about that. But the team that I was right about was the Trash Can Bangers. And the Trash Can Bangers, 2nd place, I feel like was the right spot for them this year. They have had some injuries. They've been banged up just like the Yankees. And that's been kind of their problem this season. They've just been banged up, and they haven't been the 1st place team. I think the Athletics are probably going to win the division, and I don't expect the Athletics to make a deep playoff run. But the Astros, I was pretty right about them. Next, let's go ahead and move on to the NL East. The team that I was wrong about, and I think everybody was wrong about. If you thought the Marlins were going to be good this year, then, I mean, you had a right prediction there. But the Marlins were the team that I was wrong about. The Marlins and the Nationals both. The Marlins have been a lot better than expected, and the Nationals have been terrible. They're in fifth place. Their bullpen's been a disaster so far this season. Steven Strasburg's out for the season. Juan Soto's been good. But I think they're go ahead and looking forward towards next year. And for the Marlins, I was wrong about them. I predicted they'd be in fifth place. They're in third place right now. They're being a lot better than expected. Starling Marte's been a good acquisition at the trade deadline. Corey Dickerson's been good. Jonathan Villar. Jesus Aguilar. A lot of the veterans that they brought in have been really good for them. Matt Joyce, I think, has been pretty decent for them. So this team's been good. I was kind of wrong about the Phillies, too, honestly. The Phillies' fourth place team, it's not looking too promising, and that's just because the Nationals have been terrible. And I feel like the NL East as a division has kind of been weak besides the Braves, and the team that I was right about was the Atlanta Braves. I feel like for most of this division, I was wrong about this division. But the Atlanta Braves, I predicted them to win the NL East. I predicted them to go to the World Series. That prediction, I mean, but I think it's possible that they can make the World Series. I think their pitching would have to be a lot better. They would have to get like Mike Fulton-Nevich or a Touki Toussaint or a Kyle Wright or an Ian Anderson or whoever to be really, really good. Obviously, Max Fried is really, really good. But for the Braves, is this the year? I mean, Tomlin, Erlin, you're throwing out those two every 5 days. That's not a World Series contender to me. So, the NL Central, the team that I was wrong about has to be the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds were a team that I predicted to be in first place, and the Reds are just not that team this year. They've had some surprises, but Luis Castillo has been a disappointing spot. Trevor Bauer's been good. Let's see. Sonny Gray's been good. Their bullpen, Archie Bradley, was a good pickup. Raisel Iglesias has been blowing games all year. But the Reds were a team that I feel like a lot of people were wrong about too. And the team that I was right about was the Cardinals. I was wrong about the Cubs too. The Cardinals were a team that I was wrong about. Right about, I mean. The Cardinals, I feel like they're a second place team. Paul Goldschmidt's good. They have a lot of good players. Marcell Ozuna has been such a big loss so far, as good as he's been for the Braves. Jack Flaherty's been good to start the season. Obviously, they haven't played as many games as a lot of other teams, but they've been a good team. And let's go ahead and go to the NL West. Teams that I was wrong about were the Giants, for one, Rockies, and the Diamondbacks. I was wrong about like more than half the teams in that division. The Diamondbacks, they're in fifth place right now. They've been very disappointing. I was expecting Madison Bumgarner to be better. He's not. I was expecting Robbie Ray to be a little better. I was expecting a lot of other players to be better. And Zach Gallen's been like their best starting pitcher, really. So, yeah, the Diamondbacks are just not a good team. They traded some players like Starling Marte, Archie Bradley. Their bullpen's awful. You can't put it any other way. Their bullpen is awful. But yeah, the Diamondbacks are just not that good this season. And the next team, Rockies, I was wrong about them as well. And the Rockies, I was wrong. I was predicting fourth place. They've had to have a lot of things right, but they have fallen off too. And their starting pitching has not been nearly as good, if that makes any sense, because their starting pitching just has not been nearly as good. I feel like they kind of made an hell of a trade with the Orioles at the trade deadline, giving up Taron Bauer and Tyler Nevin for Michael Givens. I feel like that is a trade that's going to come back to bite them in the future. The Giants, they've been really good. Solano's been good. Yastrzemski's been good. I think Joey Bart's going to be pretty decent. Seth Corey, I think, is going to be good too. Ramos is going to be good whenever he comes up. And the Giants look like geniuses right now for getting rid of Madison Bumgarner. He's been so bad. And the Diamondbacks get to pay him $20 million a year to not be that great of a player. And the Giants, they do have the worst manager in the league, which is bad. But yeah, those are my right and wrong. What I got right and what I got wrong from my start of season predictions. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you will get notified whenever I upload a video. Link to my other channels in the description below. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos soon.